Hey everybody, it's me, Mitch, and it's time for a painful but necessary carnivore reality check. Reality check. I don't know about you, I've been carnivore for over 3 years. And with the brief exception of when they tried to kill me in the hospital and re-addict me to sugar, I haven't eaten any sugar whatsoever in 3 years. I've been about as strict a carnivore as you can be in this world. It's been easy. And there are a number of us who have gone carnivore and achieved the desired effects. Lost all the weight we wanted to lose. All the pain went away. I was health conscious most of my life, so I never, even though I'm a raging carb addict, never developed any blood sugar problems or diabetes problems, but I did have rheumatoid arthritis, eczema, high blood pressure, kidney stones, and so many other ailments caused by the medical establishment's recommended healthy so-called diet. I'm a bread addict. I always have been. It's the reason that I've yo-yo dieted all my life. And it's worked for me. And there are many other people out there who have had equal and similar results that have been and able to stay on carnivore and be very happy and content and satisfied and not feel deprived and not feel sorry for themselves because they want to eat things that they have to restrict. And restriction can't be a conscious effort if you're trying to do this. It has to be an instinctive, natural way of eating where you don't feel like you're depriving yourself of something you really, really want. And if you do feel that way, carnivore has not achieved its desired effects. Then why is that? Why does it work for some people and other people it doesn't work for? Are you doing it wrong? Maybe. Are you following the wrong advice? Most likely. Are you only hearing what you want to hear? Because if you go deep down into your soul and be honest with yourself, you simply don't want to give up those things that keep you hooked on unhealthy foods. And I think that's the root. I think that lies at the root of what makes people fail. And fail they do. Points driven home to me as I cruise YouTube and look at the hundreds of brand new keto, ketovore, low carb, carnivore videos every day that pop up on YouTube. Everybody's an expert. Everybody wants to tell you how to do it. And so many of them want to sell you certain products and supplements that they claim are the magic pill, the one thing you're missing. More than likely, you've been struggling all your life. You've been on every diet known to man. And for most of you, the common thread is you never have achieved any long-term success because you always feel you're not getting something that you want. Some food can't get out of your mind. you're not healed. And if you don't drop out of frustration, like most of us do, fall prey to the cravings, fall off the wagon, get a negative attitude, say to yourself, I knew it wouldn't work. Can't work. I can't live without fill in the blank. There's always a reason why. Is it your mindset? Negative attitude? Addiction? Polluted foods. You may think you're eating foods with no sugar, but these sneaky so-and-sos, they manage to sneak that sugar in everywhere. And even if you don't eat it on purpose, they figure out some way to get it into you to keep your addiction alive and keep you buying their crap. Maybe you don't know how to read food labels properly. Maybe you're not familiar with the 65 different names they use for sugar on the ingredients labels. For one reason or another, and there's not enough time here for me to go over all the possible reasons. The point I'm trying to make is you have not succeeded and you're not happy about it. And you search every day and watch more and more and more carnivore videos or keto videos. You fall prey to those recipe videos that tell you how to make keto cheesecake and keto pancakes and keto mashed potatoes and keto pizza, which only sabotage you. I come on and try to bring reality to this whole thing. Reality requires you to be honest with yourself. It requires you not to change direction every 5 minutes. Every time you see another YouTube video, off you go, without having given the last thing a chance to see if it did any good, because major changes aren't going to happen in a day, not a week, not a month. I feel the frustration, and I experience the frustration in trying to help people who won't stand still long enough to analyze their own personal situation, be honest with themselves, and try to figure out and nail down exactly what it is that's sabotaging their efforts. Because the stark reality of it is, my friends, we're still all human beings, and with very small differences, we should react pretty much the same way if we get the proper nutrition. I have to assume that we're not getting the proper nutrition if it doesn't work for us. So what do? I throw out the word actionable. As far as I'm concerned, actionable might be one of the most important concepts in changing your lifestyle. Actionable. We hear all this advice, so much advice. We can't do not even a small percentage of it. We can't eat everything they say is the superfood, the magic food. We can't do it. So we hear that advice. Maybe we think about it, but what action should we take? Carnivore is supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be uncomplicated. It's supposed to be an elimination diet. I personally think if you have any level of carb addiction, you can't do keto. And since most of us are raging carb addicts, going keto is like being an alcoholic and allowing yourself one drink a day. Carnivore is an abstinence diet. That's not a fun word, abstinence. Nobody's happy and content abstaining from anything that they want to do. The best advice that's actionable that you'll ever hear from any carnivore influencer is 30, 60, or preferably 90 days of a strict beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And you can substitute other meats for beef, but 0 sugar, 0 fiber, 0 carb, high fat, moderate protein diet. Anybody can get through 90 days of that, and it's not going to be easy at first. Your body's going to fight you. Your cravings are going to rage out of control. But if you can do the things so that you don't sabotage your efforts, you'll be rewarded. Almost universally, at the end of that 90 days, you'll find that it becomes easy, and then it becomes a no-brainer, and then you can't imagine you ever ate any other way. That happened to me, first time in my life, but I had to get off of all of the carbs. First thing you have to do, I think, is be honest with yourself about your lack of control when it comes to eating carbohydrates. Recognize the signs of addiction. If you're not happy because you're not eating pizza, you're an addict. Just simple as that. The thing that most people fail to accept is the reality that that will go away, but you have to go through the steps to get there. And the most important of those is, of course, quit eating carbs. I try to keep my channel about reality. I try to talk about things that are actionable. Most importantly, I try to explain how the physiology and the psychology of this works, and why you can't control your eating and your binging. I think understanding what's causing you to have these cravings will help you control them. Believing that these things will go away, you'll get that monkey off your back. I think you got to believe that. You can't have negative thoughts. You are going to feel a little strange when you first start, but it's up to you to decide. And again, if you have any level of carb addiction, keto will just frustrate the hell out of you. If you're not a carb addict, keto will probably work fine. You could probably have an occasional piece of cake, occasional French fries. Most of us can't. Most of us can't. We have to accept the fact that we've been had and addicted by evil people and companies who now capitalize on our inability to walk away from their products. They've engineered them to taste and be just so good and comforting when we eat. That's addiction. That's addiction. Slow down if you want to do this. Consider anything that you hear. Don't be so quick to change horses midstream because you think it's not working for you. Give it a chance. When you do change something, just change one thing at a time. Because otherwise, how are you going to know what it is that you changed that actually had the right effect. It takes time. Start out with the simplest, which is basically beef, butter, bacon, eggs, and if you have to throw some chicken or fish in there, go right ahead, but ditch all the vegetables. Clean up your living environment. Besides addiction, the second major cause of failure, people who start this lifestyle, is the people they're living with and the crap they're always eating in front of you. You will not succeed. Your chances are very small. If you got to be around people constantly stuffing their faces 6 meals a day, 8 meals a day with the stuff that you're addicted to, it's got to be out of sight to be out of mind. That's a problem nobody can solve for you. And if you have that problem and you can do nothing about it, my best advice to you is forget it. All you're going to do is frustrate yourself and do yourself more harm than good and ruin whatever relationship you have with those people that don't care enough about you to respect your desire to get healthy. But that's just me. Keep watching. Keep listening to everybody. There's no shortage of people out there talking about no shortage of esoteric subjects. But if you want it distilled to the basics, if you want to learn, well, why exactly do I behave this way? Do I feel this way? Why am I failing? You come and see me. And pay attention. And I'll try to walk you through things I've discovered after a lifetime. All the whys of our behavior, cravings, where it comes from, and the hacks that seem to work to overcome them. Thanks for watching. It's enough for now, so take the rest of the day off and eat meat.